It's incredible, but almost 10 years after Dunga's first run as national team coach, Brazil still find themselves with the same problems. The chronic, reoccurring issue of being put on the spotlight of actually performing like a home team should. 10 minutes into last night's round 4 World Cup qualifier meet versus Peru, Brazil seemed confused versus an opponent positioned high up the field, trying to prevent and giving the Brazilians room to think. Other than a flash of skill from either Neymar or William, the stands were pretty much quiet in Bahia. That was until the 22nd, when William, from the right, pierced through the area and fed it to Douglas Costa for the opening goal. By the way, William, in my opinion, the MVP of today's Brazil by far. He wasn't just directly involved in another Brazilian goal, but on various occasions he was also one of the first ones back to defend when a still somewhat dyslexic Brazil awarded their opponent counter-attacking opportunities. In the 58th came the brilliance of Douglas Costa in the other wing. The explosive Bayern Munich winger drew 6 Peruvians around him until a subtle touch of his found Renato Augusto at the foot of the box, and then 2-0 Brazil. Less than 20 minutes later, Felipe Luis made it 3 after picking up a rebound off another play from the wing through Douglas Costa. In the 1-1 draw at Argentina, Brazil suffered in originating chances from their own half, showing difficulty even getting past midfield. Well, for last night versus Peru, Dunga started Corinthians playmaking midfielder Renato Augusto in place of Santos midfielder Lucas Lima. In the first half, Renato sat a bit deep to try and add quality to Brazil's passing game. In the second, we saw him a bit more forward, closer to the attacking trio, in an attempt to bridge the midfield and an already strikerless offense. An offense which only worked last night due to the top quality of their wing players, Douglas Costa and William. And speaking of strikers, I don't necessarily find it a catastrophe playing without a lone striker above. Granted, it's not great that Brazil has a lower number of quality center forwards nowadays, but there's always a way if there's will. And with William and Douglas Costa taking care of the wings, Neymar's shoulders get a bit lighter as the workload is better dispersed between him and his teammates, just as it is at Barcelona, where he plays the best football we've ever seen him play. Brazil has a lot of work to do still, and I'm not going to say they were great because they weren't. But as a Brazilian who's aware of the times we live in, I have to be satisfied because what we saw in these last few days, a 1-1 at Argentina and 3-0 on Peru, sending Brazil to a World Cup qualifying 3rd place, is pretty much as good as this team is going to get. Let me know what you guys think of Brazil so far. Are you satisfied with their performance? Comment below and don't forget to follow GolTV here on YouTube. I'll see you next time.